The Factories Act 1948, Act No. 63 of 1948. 1. The Act has been extended to Dadra and Nagar Haveli by Reg. 6 of 1963 S. 2 and the First Schedule. Pondicherry by Reg. 7 of 1963 S. 3 and the First Schedule. Goa, Daman and Diu by Reg. 11 of 1963 S. 3 and the Schedule and Loch Dive, Minicoy and Amine Devi Islands by Reg. 8 of 1965 S. 3 and the Schedule. 2. Subs, by the O. 1950 for subsection 2. 3. The words except the state of Jammu and Kashmir omitted by Act 51 of 1970 S. 2 and the Schedule W. E. F. 1971. 4. Ins, by Act 25 of 1954 S. 2. W. 75 1954. 5. By Act 20 of 1987 S. 112 1987. 23rd September, 1948. An act to consolidate and amend the law regulating labor in factories. Whereas it is expedient to consolidate and amend the law regulating labor in factories, it is hereby enacted as follows. Chapter I, Preliminary. 1. Short title, Extent and Commencement. 1. This act may be called the Factories Act 1948. 2. It extends to the whole of India. 3. It shall come into force on the first day of April 1949. 2. Interpretation. In this act, unless there is anything repugnant in the subject or context. A. Adult means a person who has completed his 18th year of age. B. Adolescent means a person who has completed his 15th year of age but has not completed his 18th year. B. Calendar year means the period of 12 months beginning with the first day of January in any year. C. Child means a person who has not completed his 15th year of age. Competent person, in relation to any provision of this act, means a person or an institution recognized as such by the Chief Inspector for the purposes of carrying out tests, examinations and inspections required to be done in a factory under the provisions of this act, having regard to I. The qualifications and experience of the person and facilities available at his disposal, or A. The qualifications and experience of the persons employed in such institution and facilities available therein, with regard to the conduct of such tests, examinations and inspections, and more than one person or institution can be recognized as a competent person in relation to a factory. CB. Hazardous process means any process or activity in relation to an industry specified in the first schedule where, unless special care is taken, raw materials used therein or the intermediate or finished products, byproducts, wastes or effluents thereof would I. Cause material impairment to the health of the persons engaged in or connected therewith, or E. Result in the pollution or the general environment. Provided that the state government may, by notification in the official gazette, amend the first schedule by way of addition, omission or variation of any industry specified in the said schedule. D. Young person means a person who is either a child or an adolescent. E. Day means a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. F. Week means a period of 7 days beginning at midnight on Saturday night or such other night as may be approved in writing for a particular area by the Chief Inspector of Factories. G. Power means electrical energy or any other form of energy which is mechanically transmitted and is not generated by human or animal agency. H. Prime mover means any engine, motor or other appliance which generates or otherwise provides power. I. Transmission machinery means any shaft, wheel, drum, pulley, system of pulleys, coupling, clutch, driving belt or other appliance or device by which the motion of a prime mover is transmitted to or received by any machinery or appliance. J. Machinery includes prime movers, transmission machinery and all other appliances whereby power is generated, transformed, transmitted or applied. K. Manufacturing process means any process for I. Making, altering, repairing, ornamenting, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breaking up, demolishing, or otherwise treating or adapting any article or substance with a view to its use, sale, transport, delivery or disposal, or i.e. generating, transforming or transmitting power, or IV. Composing types for printing, printing by letterpress, lithography, photogravure or other similar process or bookbinding, or V. Constructing, reconstructing, repairing, refitting, finishing or breaking up ships or vessels. Or V. Preserving or storing any article in cold storage. L. Worker means a person employed directly or by or through any agency, including a contractor, with or without the knowledge of the principal employer, whether for remuneration or not, in any manufacturing process or in cleaning any part of the machinery or premises used for a manufacturing process, or in any other kind of work incidental to or connected with the manufacturing process or the subject of the manufacturing process, but does not include any member of the armed forces of the Union. M. Factory means any premises including the precincts thereof. I. Whereon 10 or more workers are working or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months, and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on with the aid of power, or is ordinarily so carried on. Or E. Whereon 20 or more workers are working or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months, and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on without the aid of power, or is ordinarily so carried on, but does not include a mine subject to the operation of the Mines Act 1952, 35 of 1952, or a mobile unit belonging to the armed forces of the Union, railway running shed or a hotel, restaurant or eating place. Explanation 1. For computing the number of workers for the purposes of this clause, all the workers in different groups and relays in a day shall be taken into account. Explanation 2. For the purposes of this clause, the mere fact that an electronic data processing unit or a computer unit is installed in any premises or part thereof shall not be construed to make it a factory if no manufacturing process is being carried on in such premises or part thereof. An occupier of a factory means the person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factory, provided that I. In the case of a firm or other association of individuals, any one of the individual partners or members thereof shall be deemed to be the occupier. E. In the case of a company, any one of the directors shall be deemed to be the occupier. I.e., in the case of a factory owned or controlled by the central government or any state government, or any local authority, the person or persons appointed to manage the affairs of the factory by the central government, the state government or the local authority, as the case may be, shall be deemed to be the occupier. Provided further that in the case of a ship which is being repaired, or on which maintenance work is being carried out, in a dry dock which is available for hire, 1. The owner of the dock shall be deemed to be the occupier for the purposes of any matter provided for by or under A. Section 6, Section 7, 4 Section 7A, Section 7B Section 11 or Section 12. B. Section 17, insofar as it relates to the providing and maintenance of sufficient and suitable lighting in or around the dock. C. Section 18, Section 19, Section 42, Section 46, Section 47 or Section 49, in relation to the workers employed on such repair or maintenance. 2. The owner of the ship or his agent or master or other officer in charge of the ship or any person who contracts with such owner, agent or master or other officer in charge to carry out the repair or maintenance work shall be deemed to be the occupier for the purposes of any matter provided for by or under Section 13, Section 14, Section 1093 or Section 17, save as otherwise provided in this proviso, or Chapter 4, except Section 27, or Section 43, Section 44 or Section 45, Chapter 6, Chapter 7, Chapter 8 or Chapter 9 or Section 108, Section 109 or Section 110, in relation to A. The workers employed directly by him or by or through any agency, and B. The machinery, plant or premises in use for the purpose of carrying out such repair or maintenance work by such owner, agent, master or other officer in charge or person. P. Prescribed means prescribed by rules made by the state government under this act. R. Where work of the same kind is carried out by two or more sets of workers working during different periods of the day. Each of such sets is called a 9 group or relay, and each of such periods is called a shift.